Welcome everybody. Today we've got the last of my wrestlers. I saved what I consider to be the best for last. Steamboat Savage. If you put Steamboat Savage into a YouTube search, you're going to get Steamboat Savage WrestleMania 3, and it is the match. That is, as a kid, I mentioned earlier in the week that I went down to see the closed circuit viewing of WrestleMania 3, and in the moment I loved watching Hogan slam Andre, but once everything had sort of settled down, these guys had the match. This was the match. I think it was probably the greatest pure wrestling match I've ever seen. I think there's like 17 or 20 near falls on it before they finally let Steamboat win and take the Intercontinental title off Savage. It was, of course, the flying elbow drop was his finisher, and the flying crossbody was his finisher. Steamboat remains to be one of my favorite, probably all time. He's my number one favorite wrestler. He never really got the respect he deserved, I didn't think. I think he had a couple of runs with the NWA title. Him and Ric Flair had some bang up matches too. It's sort of basically, you can go look up any Ricky Steamboat match and you're going to see the classic match that people wish they could do on a daily basis. And of course, Randy Savage, he was great on the mic. He had the high flying, the elbow drop, and back then they were more technicians. They had to chain moves together and make them go back, and and they had, of course, they had the rest move areas too, or rear chin lock for a couple of minutes to let them catch their breath, so their matches could go longer and they could tell more of a story as it went. But like I say, they put on a clinic at WrestleMania 3. They brought the house down, and it's like in hindsight, it's amazing. It was just, like I say, go watch the match. That's all I got to say. They had built this match up for, I think, the better part of a year. There was a whole deal where Savage jumped off the top rope and put the ring bell into Steamboat's throat, so he couldn't wrestle for several months. And when he came back, he couldn't talk. And then it was crazy and awesome and great. But anyway, like I say, my favorite wrestler of all time, and honestly, Savage is way up there. He's definitely in the top 5. But anyways, I'm going to call it quits. Oh yeah, I guess I should comment on the condition. The peeling on his tights started almost immediately. I mean, just as within a few days of having him, back in the day, the black started coming off of his tights, and of course he got some. Looks like the rubber's degrading here on his face a little bit too, getting that yellowing. I don't know if there's any fix to that, but I'll look into that. And you can tell the rubber's breaking down on them. I can feel a little, on all of these WWF figures, that I can feel a little, there's something's coming out of it. Got some tackiness to my hands, so I'm definitely going to find a way to seal them up to display them. But, as I was about to say, thanks for watching, everybody. If you're digging what I'm doing, make sure and subscribe, because we got so much more to go where this came from, and I'll see you next time.